Hola, bienvenidos. Welcome to Spanish for Beginners.
So, get ready and let's get started. Today's lesson is all about the colors, or colores. And I don't know why, but for me, this is one of the most fun parts to learn about any language. I love learning all the colors. So, let's learn our colors. The first one is azul. 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 Remember that in Spain, the Z becomes a th sound, but it doesn't do that in Spanish in Latin America, so you can say azul or azul. Both are totally fine, but make sure that your U is being pronounced U. Always U. Azul. Good. Our next one is rojo. 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 Remember that the J makes a h sound. Rojo. Good. Now, if you're wondering why there's an A right here, that's because sometimes rojo is used to describe an object that is feminine. And if rojo is being paired with a feminine word, it becomes roja. 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 Good. We'll practice this more later. Don't worry. Next one is amarillo. 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 Remember that the double L in Spanish makes a Y sound. Y. Yeah. Amarillo. And just like with red, rojo, amarillo is masculine, but amarilla is feminine. Amarilla. Amarilla. Good. Next one. Verde. 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 Now remember I told you that the V in Spain makes a light B sound. Verde. However, in Latin America, it does make more of the English V sound. So if you want, you can say verde. Verde. Good. Next one is marrón. 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 The double R in Spanish is what rolls. The double R in Spanish is what rolls. So it's not marrón, it's marrón. Rrr. If you have a hard time rolling your O's, don't stress too much about it. Sorry, not your O's. If you have a hard time rolling your R's, don't stress so much about it. It's totally fine. People will still understand you. But if you can roll your R's, it's always going to be best to do so. Marrón. Excellent. Next one is morado. 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 And then the feminine is morada. 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 Perfect. Alrighty. Next one is rosa and rosado. Repeat, rosa. 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 Rosado. 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 Good. This is the only color whose word is going to change between masculine and feminine. Next we have negro. 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 Or if it's feminine, negra. 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 Very good. Next we have blanco. 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 Or if it's feminine, blanca. 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 Up next, gris. Gris. This sounds just like the English word grease, like the grease from a pan or like oil, grease. But in Spanish, you have to slightly round that R. So gris. Gris. Good. And last but not least, we have naranja. 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 Notice how this one doesn't have an O and an A at the end. That's because naranja stays the same regardless of the word that it's paired with. Even if it's describing a masculine object, it will still remain naranja. Alrighty, let's do some practice. I will give you 30 seconds to look at the colored bars and say the name of each of the colors. Ready? Go. How'd you do? Let's check. Repeat after me. Azul, rojo, amarillo, verde, marrón, morado, rosa, rosado, negro, blanco, gris, naranja. Excellent. Now I have some nouns for us to learn, just a few masculine and feminine ones that we can learn and then pair with some of the colors to practice our masculine and feminine matching. So our first noun of the day is mesa, la mesa. This just means table, la mesa, la mesa, la mesa. This word is feminine, and we know this because its prefix is la. 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 La would also be used to mean the. So in a sentence, if someone said la mesa, it would mean the table. Another way we can know that a word is feminine is by the A at the end. Now, there are some words that have A's at the end that are not feminine. For example, agua is actually a masculine word. Why? I'm not sure, but it is masculine. La mesa, though, definitely feminine. Our next word is la silla. La silla. La silla. This is just a word for chair. La silla. Next we have la bolsa. La bolsa. La bolsa. This just means bag. La bolsa. El libro. El libro. El libro. This word is just book. And we know it's masculine because it starts with el. El. And the last letter of the word is an O. That is a really good indicator for us that the word is masculine and not feminine. El libro. Next, el espejo. El espejo. El espejo. El espejo. Good. This word means mirror. El espejo. Lastly, el bolígrafo. El bolígrafo. El bolígrafo. Remember, the accent means it is good. It is the stressed sound in the word. El bolígrafo. El bolígrafo. All right. And then just really quickly, I want to teach un and una. This just means a. Un is placed with masculine words. So un libro means a book. And then una is placed with feminine words. Una mesa means a table. All right, let's put this all together. Let's practice. So, el libro, this is masculine. How would we say the red book? El libro. What about la mesa? Feminine. La mesa. Un bolígrafo. Una bolsa. El espejo. La silla. How'd you do? Let's check. El libro rojo. What does this mean in English? Translate for me. Good. The red book. La mesa negra. Translate this. What is la mesa negra in English? Very good. The black table. Next, el bolígrafo rosado. Did you put rosado? El bolígrafo rosado. How do we say this in English? The pink pen. La bolsa amarilla. La bolsa amarilla. What is this in English? Very good. The yellow bag. El espejo azul. El espejo azul. And what is this in English? Perfect. The blue mirror. And lastly, la silla verde. La silla verde.